Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. And today we're going to be talking about something that I saw yesterday, and I didn't really bother talking about it because I just didn't really care for it. I wasn't really focusing too much on it. But then, I guess I saw it a bit last night and I thought, oh fuck it, I'll cover it today. Well, tomorrow, but now today. So, I'm going to be covering it. Jim Carrey. Has he been cloned? Or does he just look very different? I don't know. I don't really know. Now, first of all, I'm not an expert, so you can't expect me to know. However, I thought I'd give some talking points on why I don't think he has been replaced or cloned. I just think he happens to look very different. Everybody's commenting, I grew up watching The Grinch. That is not Jim Carrey. It just looks very stupid. Because when you say something for definite, and then it turns out you know that it's wrong, it just makes you look like a right bellend. I, again, try to not be a massive conspiracist, so I didn't really think anything of it. But the main point I wanted to bring up was the whole meaning of cloning someone is to make them look the exact same. That's what clone means, really. They have the same characteristics and appearance as the person who they have been based on. So why would they clone Jim Carrey, but he looks different? It doesn't make any fucking sense. Like, if he was a clone, he would look exactly the same, and you wouldn't be able to tell. As a matter of fact, Jim Carrey looking normal is more likely to be a clone than who we're seeing now. So, didn't really think that makes sense. Second of all, replaced. I guess that's a good one. Yeah, he could be replaced. Again. I don't know why he would be replaced. Apparently I was looking in the comments and he was supposedly leaking some fucking stuff about gangs or cults or the Illuminati or whatever, I don't fucking know. But I also don't think they would be stupid enough to do whatever to him and then replace him with someone who looks that different, because that would get people talking, so I just think that's very dumb. So what I think most likely has happened is, well, he's either like just getting old and it's just kind of, you know, unraveling a lot quicker than it normally would happen to people, or he's just had some surgery on something, I don't know, because maybe he needed surgery. I don't know. But do I think he's been cloned or replaced? Of course not. I think that's just hideous. I think it's stupid. The same thing come out about Joe Biden, which I think makes a bit more sense, like, you know, cloning a politician makes a bit more sense as opposed to cloning an actor and comedian, but oh well. But yeah, I saw the same stuff with Joe Biden. Apparently he died in 2019 and then they replaced him or cloned him or whatever, and people could tell because of the earlobes or his mannerisms were very different. I don't know. Don't care. Well, I mean, well, if he actually has been fucking killed or whatever, then yeah, but I think from what I read, the Joe Biden thing was a bit different, because apparently Joe Biden, in the fucking, this is so stupid, in the fan lore, in the fan fiction of the politicians, apparently he died under just regular circumstances, like I guess being old or whatever, in 2019, and then he was replaced. But the Jim Carrey one is apparently portraying him to have been murdered or disappeared, which basically means murdered. But yeah, I don't believe either of them. I just don't understand the concept of replacing someone. I don't think that there's enough evidence to do that. I don't know why you would replace Joe Biden. There's plenty of the people in the Democrat Party that can take the reins for him. Replacing him just is useless, doesn't really do anything. And the same with Jim Carrey is, you know, if they got rid of him, wouldn't they just put like, oh, Jim Carrey died from fucking food poisoning or something? I don't know, just a bit more, you know, just something that is a bit more likely to be successful than replacing him and keeping the whole status of him alive. I just think that doesn't make any fucking sense. Wouldn't you just say that he died? I died in a plane crash, which, you know, seems to be how most fucking celebrities die. But I just think it's ridiculous. Anyways, I am going to leave it there. Not a huge video, I just wanted to talk about it. I just think it's fucking ridiculous. And that's it. Peace out.